So they're putting the virus on all my phones. So I'm trying to get this Ricardo arrested. He's friends with the Garner family, and Garner was trying to help him. So I guess he's jealous and he got a lot of money because I was so NYPD at the time. And some black Americans are very jealous of Africans, they don't want to see justice. And some black Americans are expecting that we Africans are not going to get justice. So on my phone, somebody's putting virus in it. As I've replied to Shahrukh Adams, the former mayor of New York City Department of Investigation, and they're not helping me either. And there's some black Americans trying to jump me around the ferry, the Staten Island ferry. As soon as this Shahrukh Adams says some Negroes are trying to get rid of them, we see how they're crazy. Some black Americans started jumping around the Staten Island ferry, Manhattan Terminal. They say increase the paycheck of the managers there and the janitors. The rude to when I go to the bathroom. They had an African janitor that was dancing, blocking from getting to the bathroom. I have diarrhea. Then yesterday, so everybody I went to the bathroom, and a lot of the black American women were mobbing me, singing Negro spirituals and stuff. And I think they're trying to get the police to lock me up. Last year, November 14th, 2025, a day synonymous with my mother's daughter's birthday, she was born August 14th. My mother said that daughter was poisoning her food for only. I was part of a narcotic gang that took for money, and she killed my mother. And on November 14th, 2025, they had the police come into the bathroom, drag me out of the bathroom. I was born a male, I'm not a woman. They dragged me out of the women's bathroom on Chambers Street, number 2 train, women's bathroom. Wouldn't let me finish in the bathroom. Said the black American said I stole something. So this Shahrukh Adams is deployed gangs of black Americans or electricity to jump in me. It's some black and they've been threatening me for many years now. They're going to start killing Africans. So please, it's very serious. And even I listen to a black American with Charlemagne. He's now worth $100 million, and he was playing a song. He said something that people that don't know their history will repeat it. So I was just talking yesterday that my father used to work at that ferry 50 years ago.
Jesus, Lord, Savior, Jesus, the Lord.
And that's another thing. They always attack me in the morning time like this, because a Nigerian prophet said whatever you want to do it in the morning, say God will make you successful. So my mother's daughters killed her in the morning in 2015. That prophet Joshua of Synagogue Church. So God said God will be blessing them. Anytime they see me, they will say, call me Jesus. I'm the one that's going to be sacrificed for black Americans to get their civil rights and reparations. So they say they're going to use me for ransom. So they're going to threaten the whole world that the Congress doesn't pass their reparation check, they're going to start killing the immigrants here, starting with me. So they say they're also powerful. So please, this is very serious. And there's a black American radio host, his name is Charlemagne, Power 1051. I was listening to him through my cell phone because I'm in the train station, the radio, and my cell phone just went blank. Another cell phone I have wouldn't work anymore. Also Jamaican woman attacked me on Fulton Street Station as I was using the bathroom. She went and got her the mall in the train station. So this person is not a real woman. I'm looking at the face with the mask on. It's not a real woman. Just stop coming to the bathroom. And the mob was throwing stuff all over the floor. And the police wouldn't help me. So they're hiring a mob which is against the gay law. As Matthew Shepard, gay protection law. Matthew Shepard was a gay white male. A white man beat him dead. And now it's a federal crime. So MTA Inspector General investigate this. There's a black American radio station, Charlemagne. They are aware I'm under immigration surveillance because when my mother brought me as a child, in 2000 I was arrested. They said my mother's green card didn't cover me. So since then I've been under immigration surveillance. So the immigration is releasing my information to all these radio stations and stuff just to mock me. Just to mock me because I've been trying to sue the US immigration. So they said the law enforcement here always uses psychological methods to make sure you don't win nothing. So all the lawyers tell me they're not going to help them because nobody wants to go through that kind of nobody wants to go through that kind of Bills, careful kids, don't bump into me. Hello, don't bump into people. Watch where you're going. And if you're hiring kids to be rubbing and trying to rub their body on me and stars, I'm very careful. If you're catching a stampede around anywhere I'm at, the police was walking past me and all of a sudden, you know. So they are roughing 24/7. And there's some black Americans that are attacking me. As a matter of fact, outside the black American threatening that they're going to start killing Africans, that we're not going to get justice for the reparation. An African I was friends with, who was homeless on the street, he said they came and stole his green card from Senegal. Stole his green card to his passport. They also had the police arresting this gang as like an Eric Adams gang and stole my green card. The police arrested me on July 23, 2019. It gave synonymous with my mother's daughter's child's birthday. Another daughter that killed my mother, Flora. She had a son born on December 23rd. And on July 23rd, July is my birth month. On July 2019, police surrounded me. They had a guy slap me, and the police joined the body and slapped me down and took my book as I was when I was showing this body everywhere. In that area, Berry Town, Avenue, you know, they used to bother me in the train station. They would send black Americans to be spitting on me. And I called the police, what would happen? And when I called 911 to talk with the Intelligence Affairs Bureau, the black American who hung up before. So what premeditated was, around that time, Arizona had just been killed. And Trump dropped the case from being filed in court that July 17, 2019. All of a sudden, I believe this Eric Adams, told the boy was the board president of Brooklyn, used to be a former police captain. I believe he hired some people and they slapped me on July 2019 and the police joined me to mob me down. And I was saying after the guy slapped me. It was a police camera recording on Barry driving a Fox video. So I'm being mobbed down by black American gang. They're hijacking the subway. Anywhere I go, they want to use the bathroom. The police will kick the door on me at the Port Authority. 42nd Street bathroom, 34th Street bathroom. The black American workers, they'll tell me go back to Africa and go for the police on me. So the black Americans are hijacking the subway. Don't let immigrants use the bathroom. And they're locking up all the bathrooms. So please, investigators have contacted the New York City Department of Investigation. And they've not contacted me, they say they're also investigating Eric Adams for other crimes. What premeditated this also, apart from Eric Adams being killed, was a black American that Eric Adams knew his family from childhood. And he was trying to help me shoot the ghost of the person that killed Eric Adams. It was my birthday in July 2014. So because this Eric Adams is very jealous that he win a lot of money and he become very rich and his fellow black Americans have not got oppression. So they said they're going to kill me first. So God forbid I should get justice while their own ancestors didn't get justice. So, you know, so I used to beg for money in front of Eric Adams' office on Court Street. Because at that time, Eric Garner had just been killed and nobody was helping me. All the support was good to the Eric Garner family. And I had all the evidence that the police killed him intentionally because he was helping me. But they started the case behind my back. And they gave the family $5.9 million. Which is suspicious, like that figure, because my mother's daughter, I killed my mother's daughter, used to tell me around that time, before then, when I was going to immigration court, she used to say she's 5'9", but she always lies and tells people that she's 5'10". Her name is Flora. So around that time also my mother was telling me that daughter and sister Flora, and another one Funke, said that they're planning an attempted murder, whereby they want to frame her, me and my mother's crazy, and possibly kill us by locking us up in the mental ward and taking over the potential loss of money. And then I think people in Nigeria must have informed the police here, because the police went and do the same thing. Went and arrested Eric Garner that was supposed to have been framed as crazy and killed them. You know, and there was even a Nigerian musician that was singing about it at that time. Said they want to hold somebody for ransom, because the person is young with a ransom. I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. His name is, the name of the song is Shake Body. The name of the artist, I can't remember his name right now. You know, Shake Body. What's his name? I can't remember the name of the musician, and my phone is gone out dark. You know, sister, it's freezing. So they are putting viruses on my phone. Yeah, I can't call 911 with this phone, which is a federal crime if you deny someone access to 911. and they're blocking out my phone. There's a Black American Mall. As the police is the New York City Department of Investigation said because Trump asked the court to dismiss the charges, the federal charges against Eric Adams for Turkish bribery, whereby they said that Eric Adams allowed the Turkish government to get approval for a skyscraper building that was a fire hazard. They bribed them to tell the fire department to override their determination that the building was a fire hazard in Manhattan, and they're putting tenants there, which is causing a major catastrophe in Manhattan. Because Manhattan is already densely packed with large buildings, and any fire like 9/11, any skyscraper accident could really just, cause all kinds of explosion of gas. People are still suffering 911 related illnesses, getting compensation and suing for cancer. So this is the Eric Adams didn't care, believes as a Black American, he seems like to get away with anything. And they approved a fire hazard building, skyscraper very tall, that the Turkish government built to house people, tenants, and make money. And if that building explodes, it was all kinds of related disaster, cancer, because all the smoke, all the gases, that's like a terrorism, actually. Almost the Turkish government, is implanting in Manhattan. Turkey is a Muslim country, and it's a Muslim country like America. And at that time, also, I know some of Turkish people are talking in Brooklyn. So I'm charging my phone in Park Slope, in front of Turkish restaurant, 36 or 4th Avenue. The Turkish people try to jump me, they swat and everything. They got up and they go, we don't want you, I'm a Christian. And they called the police on. At that time, the police was killing, 2019, the police was killing a lot of blacks. Around that time, Breonna Taylor was killed, George Floyd was killed, under Trump. They were killing blacks, calling us crazy. So the Turkish woman was trying to kill me because Eric Adams didn't want me to be alive and get benefits his own forefathers didn't get. So it's called blocking. It's called blackballing. He said people, the white people, the Black Americans. So please, this is a mess. They didn't have access to the bathroom. My phone is being infected with virus, and at the Standard Anniversary, some Black Americans will not be in the bathroom. They're hiring Africans also. Eric Adams increased the paycheck of the managers at the Standard Anniversary Manhattan Terminal by like $1 million each. And people are wondering, why is he increasing their paycheck last year or so? And since then, they've been hiring the Black American more. As I was using the bathroom, they're telling me, hey, move your back. The mob, they were surrounding me, harassing me as I was washing my hand at the sink. They said, move your back, move it this way, move it that way. And they were all trying to trap me. And they had the police waiting outside. So they already arrested me in November 2025. Said I stole something from a Black American while I was in the bathroom. And they didn't find anything on me. And they still took me to prison. And I missed the court hearing because they broke my car in pieces as they were trashing all my stuff. So on the day of the court, my car couldn't move at all. Like a demonic drink. So I missed the court hearing. So they probably have an arrest warrant for me based on an arrest without probable cause. So they're setting me up as I was using the bathroom at the Long Island Railroad here. There was a Black American woman. I was hearing her voice. She was saying jail. Somebody's going to go to jail. So I guess they're trying to activate that arrest warrant, which was improperly entered. And under federal law, Trump just signed a law that victims of trafficking was brought up by my mother. Her brother filed a green card for her, and the right to come with her when the green card when I got it. So I was brought here on false assurance that I could come here, and my family told me I could come here, but the immigration said no, they lied to me. So I'm a victim of human trafficking, and Trump has signed a law this year that victims of human trafficking, the court should dismiss any type of criminal case against them that may be related to that human trafficking. So I was brought here for a long time. I didn't have papers, so I've not been able to go to college, finish college. So that's why I'm homeless. So even any cases against me saying any cases against me saying I'm robbing people, which is not true, should be dismissed by the federal court. Under the new federal law, they should be exonerating people that are victims of human trafficking. And my mother just killed her. So I'm a victim of human trafficking. Normally I don't use public bathroom. Because I heard in America, the gang culture, if somebody don't like you, they jump in the bathroom. So I was born, since I was born, I don't really like using public bathrooms. Because I'm always using the bathrooms at home. I don't feel comfortable using public bathroom. So my homelessness is what it's costing me to use public bathroom. So there's no way they would have been able to arrest me. I don't really ride the subways. I always stay in Staten Island. I don't really, so now they always try to arrest me in the subway. So they don't want blacks like me, Africans in the subway. And this Charlemagne was saying on his radio show this morning around 9 a.m. I believe today is on February 10th, 2026. He was saying history was to put the child, those that don't learn from history will go to the same thing. So my father used to work at the Standard Ferry in the 70s, and they used to mistreat him. He had a master's degree, but they only hired him as a security guard. He's from Nigeria. So now, 50 years later, I go to the Standard Ferry, and they always mistreat me because I was born in a married woman. They don't really like me to the women's bathroom. So I got it for the Charlemagne was referring to. So they have me on surveillance, the immigration, and FBI. So they give them my information now. Anytime I listen to the radio, I tell them, letting these media people know I'm listening, and they're using threats against me, psychological threats. And then they play the song. Sometimes love knocks you down, just get back up, love knocks you down. And they've been using sexual names, calling me baby as I'm begging for money, trying to grab my dress out of the to pretend like they have the love interest, they try to hire me to be a prostitute, and they'll call the police on me, any bathroom I use also. So they're using that kind of, because I tell people I'm not looking for sex, any kind of sex encounter with anyone, I'm not a prostitute, I always beg for money on the street. So they always taunt me. So I guess this is what he's referring to, that your fake love, your fake black American lovers are going to knock you down. So he said this always should put itself, this Charlemagne said at this point. And I contact him all the time, it doesn't happen. He said this always should put itself there for the history so you don't make the same mistake. So have a nice day. That was advice of the day. So please contact him, Department of, what's your name again? MTA Inspector General. They don't let me use the bathroom. There's an Indian woman also supposed for the MTA at the White House Street. Anytime I try to use the bathroom, she go and block the door. Say that she wants to clean. I'm like, you're supposed to clean the bathroom at 12 p.m. If I try to use the bathroom at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., she wants to come back. And she tells me, I'm calling the police something last month. I said, yes. We know for the first time, sometimes at the Chamber Street bathroom, she always comes to come. White House Street comes to the Chamber Street bathroom, block my way. So they are abusing me, and the woman died here in America, she couldn't find the bathroom. I couldn't rupture. China got died of bladder rupture. He was drunk and couldn't get up to pee, and his bladder ruptured. I said a lot of gays kill themselves in America because if they live in a state where they don't let gays shoot the women's bathroom, they kill themselves. New York has laws that helps gays that we can use any bathroom we want based on whatever gender we choose to affiliate with. So I'm not a woman, I was born a boy. So please help me investigate this, they're terrorizing me. There's a black American gang hijacking the subway, and they call the police arrest me all the time. I'm a Nigerian. I've been getting arrested in the subway. No, I'm good, I don't want to go. Thank you, I don't want to go. Thank you. No, I don't want to go. I'm good. I don't really accept money unless I request it, because some people say I'm going to be killed soon, and people are going to lie. I'm a member of a sex cult, and they paid me to take my sperm when I die and create a baby. So so I don't really accept money unless I'm the one that requested it. I don't want to create any confusion. They say they're going to take over my state after they kill me, and claim they're going to get the police to kill me with like 40 bullets, and then claim, because my mother is dead, my father is dead, and they're going to claim, I'm a member of a sex cult, and I authorize them to inherit my money by creating children from me. So I'm not a member of any sex cult, so they just use a kind of psychological torture. So this case has to go to court. So this economist to be arrested. He's done his 4 years in office. Even I applied for food stamp after the police arrested me and stole my green card. I applied for food stamp because Biden said they should make it easy to get a food stamp. And I still applied for food stamp in November 2024. They changed their rule. They said they took my picture and they didn't put my picture on the food stamp card. As soon as I applied for food stamp, they said no longer. That November I applied, they said they changed their rule. They're no longer putting a picture on the food stamp card. So I don't have any photo ID. I without a photo ID, you can't even get a driver's license. I was trying to become a Uber driver. So so I'm not able to get any job. They stole my green card. And without a photo ID, I can't replace my green card. So they keep me stuck like a slave. They say a lot of black Americans that returned from jail. I was in immigration prison. If you do not have photo ID, you have to go back to jail. because you can't get nothing done without ID. You know, so I'm doing traffic, the Eric Adam administration. People my food stand, they're supposed to put money in it. Yesterday, every night of the month, and they didn't put the food stand. They said they're going to put it today. I'm like, why do you keep changing the date on me? You know, so they always treat me last. So please, if anybody else is watching this video, including the MTA Inspector General, please, I also need financial assistance apart from getting justice support. So please go to my cash app and watch your homeless. And yes, my disclaimer, I solemnly swear on the United States federal laws and other laws and U.S. Constitution that I'm seeking non-conditional charitable donations also to my cash app and watch homeless and to me person, and the student loan to my cash app and watch homeless and to me person. And such student loans should have interest rates similar to the rate charged by the U.S. government for student loans in America, or rate charged by commercial banks for student loan NYC. I don't want anybody to charge me any higher rates than that. I don't want to be extorted or exploited or priced out. And I'm not looking for any surrogacy with anyone, and I'm not looking for marriage with anyone. I'm not looking for any marriage arrangements either with anyone, and I'm not looking for membership in any sex cult or gang, in any cult or gang, whether religious, sexual, social. And I'm not looking for membership in any violent gang, and I'm not looking for any slavery master relationship. And in case I die or I'm killed, only super activists like me that have not denied me of the past shall administer my state and get this from my late mother. No family member or friend shall administer my state or get inheritance from my state. And after the super activists get this from my late mother, they should donate the rest of my estate earnings or assets in charitable financial information to those being deported by Trump as priority to be helped. And those suffering xenophobia also should be helped. You know, nobody should make a movie about me because I die or killed. People used to tell me I look like Michael Jackson as a child in Nigeria, but now I don't look like him anymore. I'm older. And nobody should make a movie about me to say I came here to become Michael Jackson or anything, or look like Michael Jackson in any way or form. And any movie that will be made about me, I should be allowed to direct the movie and participate in it. I'm not crazy. Otherwise, nobody should be made about me if I die, or I'm killed, or I'm disabled, can't participate in it. I'm very introverted. Even the U.S. immigration when they interviewed me, because they were going to send me back to Nigeria, and I told them my father was abusing me in Nigeria. I can't go back. And they asked me, did I tell other people about it, like my family members here in America? I said no. They asked me why did I tell them my father was abusing me. I said because I'm introverted, I don't like to tell people my personal life. So my immigration father, I'm introverted. My immigration father number is 7795462. So please, no family member will be able to know about my personal life. I don't really talk about personal life with people, family, or so-called friends. So I only talk about general stuff. So they are putting viruses on my phone, denying access to the bathroom. So this is economic sabotage. They're going to render me broke, blocking my food stamp. So there's a Black American gang, work police and them, trying to stop the investigation. Even the Brooklyn prosecutor's office is helping. They used to hire Black Americans to punch people. And I was sending there was a Spanish guy that used to sit up here. They said he came to see there, his name's Michael Hernandez in 2024, and the gang wanted to attack him and stabbed him there. And when I called the police on this Black American gang, they break the windows, everywhere they seem to be punching me and pushing out myself. So they've already killed Michael Hernandez, this gang, and this broken prosecutor's office wouldn't help. I told them to put in a crime victim shelter. They told me to go and wait downstairs on Adam Street. Their office is on J Street, broken prosecutor's office. They told me to go and wait downstairs on Adam Street. I said, why Adam Street? They just obeyed. And I went and waited there for 1 hour, no taxi came up. They said the taxi was on the phone about 9 minutes. I waited 1 hour. So they're doing everything to discourage me from seeking justice against Eric Adams, and so using his influence as an American citizen, US passport, to encourage other groups to abuse me as a Nigerian. And they're putting viruses on my phone, and engaging in economic sabotage. So please, MTA, Inspector General, and people watching, please help me before they kill me. There are Black Americans attacking the subway. They don't like, for 4 years they lock up all the bathrooms. So they don't want poor people to be using the bathroom from 2020 to 2024. And now they reopen the bathroom, but they used to leave it open like 24 hours. Now they close it from 7 a.m. They leave it open only for 12 hours, 7 to 7. And even when I try to use it, they call the police on me. They got just downstairs. And I was recording like some days before stepping. I was recording. Then the judge of police came and cleaned it. As I was screaming, I screamed those stuff and I did it. And they stole my blanket. And some local police started up there. This is because of something else. When I was in the hospital, she was being told by a Jamaican nurse. And I thought my mother just told the hospital to lock my mother up. So they always use Jamaicans to troll me, to make Jamaicans look like they're the best people to kill Africans, you know. So this was happening. So there's a gang of black Americans influencing other groups to attack me, and Eric Adam is sponsoring this gang. It's not the former mayor, even Mandani wouldn't help me. I've been reaching out to Mandani for many months. At one point, Mandani came to the town ferry, and I tried to see people walk away from me. And all these people, but they're actually just telling me, like, you know, what's up now, somebody's going to get to the town ferry. Even the black American radio host, his name is Charlemagne, Power 105.1. He was saying history was to the child, learn from your history, what happened to your parents could happen to you. So my father used to work at Charlemagne. He was also having hemorrhoids. I have hemorrhoids, sometimes they make fun of me. That it's not like constipation. If you have hemorrhoids, sometimes it's not like constipation. So my father used to work at Charlemagne as a security guard. You know, I had a master's degree from Long Island University, and they underpaid him. That was 50 years ago in the 70s, and now they started to abuse me. Under the gender violence law, which was renewed, you know, you can go back to old claims of gender abuse by U.S. institution. So my father was being discriminated as a male, and the value there, some people only prioritize women. I was an African girl, I was being abused and I've been abused. As an African transsexual, I used to be a man. You know, so they say so easy to frame somebody as crazy. Even my mask, they make fun of my mask. There was a time MTA workers would in Queens. My mask was covering my eyeballs because, you know, mask always misfits you sometimes. And an MTA worker was Jamaican, stopped the car on Jamaica Avenue, you know, and was making fun of my mask. While he was driving, he stopped this car, you know, and he was making fun of me. They said the black American was cool like this, he was wearing a mask like this in 2019, and the police wearing the people wearing masks, but there was no COVID-19 in 2019. And they arrested him, so he looked crazy wearing the mask in August. And he told them he wears the mask, he was wearing the mask because he had like, what's that thing called? Asthma or something, and you know, and the police didn't believe him. They said it was crazy, and they killed him. And they didn't find any prosecution against the police. All years we were protecting them. Contact the mayor of my industry. Calling somebody crazy when they're not crazy is a hate crime. Even Michael Jackson's father was saying that they were calling someone for example, and they knew they were going to kill him one day. Because when they start calling a black person crazy, you know, you're trying to troll them and kill them. Because crazy people don't really have rights in America, and black don't have rights. And you being a gay foreigner, I really don't have any rights. So they regard them, said they should framing all those people as crazy, locking us out. So they're trying to use that. And they've already put an arrest warrant on me. They have black Americans calling the police. Say the same thing the whites used to do to them. It's called Karen. When whites will call the police and lie the black Americans. So the black Americans call the police on me and everything. When I'm in the bathroom, they'll tell them I stink. Or what, and the police come and remove me at the train station. So I was in the bathroom, they said another black American called. The police said I stole something out of the bathroom on Chambers Street. And I was telling the police, question is black American, and they took the police along there. And they searched my bag without warrants, without calling the police. You know, and they didn't find nothing and they still arrested me. I told the police, the people that was attacking me in that Chambers Street bathroom, sometimes they'll carry on my bags on that Chambers Street through train and go and throw a train trap and try to run over my corner was 2019. So the people to drive me crazy. So the black Americans, they're going to kill every African and get them to tell the world that they are also a badass and they are ready to play that bullying game. So this is very serious. This is going towards genocide. Please, the MTA Inspector General, please investigate this and we study some criminal prosecution. The New York City Department of Investigation, they have cold feet. So they don't want to support an African over a black American. They say they want to investigate him for approving a building that could be used for terroristic attack on Martin, approving a fire hazard building skyscraper that the Turkish government built. And they bribed them to bypass the fire department, the fire department's ban on the building. And the Biden administration brought a criminal case. Trump dropped the criminal case. I criticize Trump a lot also. So please, the New York City Department of Education said they want to investigate him further. But it's developed code fees. Because they don't want to be seen as supporting an African over Black American. So please, MTA, Inspector General, please refer this case for criminal prosecution. Eric Adams, Black American gang, attacking Africans in the subway, calling police on me. Another African I know, they stole his green card and passport. Another Nigerian I know, they said they locked him up in the mental ward. My mother also addressed to lock up in the mental ward in America, and they were moving the black guy. We also have been locked up in the mental ward. Everything I have is getting stolen. So please, this is getting serious. This is going towards genocide. Black Americans attacking Africans and immigrants in the subway. I've been attacked with knives, swords, and nobody's getting arrested. And the police arrested me one after a guy slapped me. I stole my green card and locked up in the mental ward. And they're training people up with mental illness. They say that's the best way you can abuse someone and get away with it. So they're putting virus on my phone. I have to keep buying new phones, and I can't afford it. So there's a Black American mob attacking Nigerians and Africans here. I have to keep buying new phones. They put virus on this one also. It doesn't turn on anymore. See, I'm turning it on. It's not turning on. It doesn't turn on anymore. So I'm spending my money buying all these phones. It's too expensive. And they destroy. Sometimes the police will knock them down and the phone screen will break. This is how this phone broke. When this arrest me, knock me down, break all my phone screen, my pocket. That's how this phone crashed. My leg is now cracked also. So this is torture. Black American gang cracking both of Africans like this. And this guy on Power 105.1 Charlemagne knows about it. He's been working in New York City radio for almost 30 years now. He came from North Carolina or South Carolina. He said he was arrested there for having sex with a minor. He went to prison and came to New York after that. And he knows it's not worth $200 million. He just gave me the $200 million. He knows. He's friends with all these Democrats. So if you can be subpoena Charlemagne, he's always talking about my case. He said he's very friendly to gay people. He says he's also sexually fluid. And sometimes I see him, I'm gay also, but when I ask to talk to him, when I'm begging for money, when I send him a message, but he's always talk about me. He also said he's sexually fluid, he's into men also. He's always talking about gay sex on his radio show. But I guess because I'm a Nigerian, he doesn't want to be nice to me because I'm a Nigerian. Some Black Americans say Nigerian. But he's always talking about my situation in using the Nando. And today he said, people be careful. He said his advice for today is that the show was ended at 9 a.m., around 10 a.m., close to 10 a.m. He said history was pretty sharp. He said learn about your history so the things that happen to your parents will happen to you. My father used to work at the ferry. He had a constipation. He had hemorrhoid, and sometimes hemorrhoid gives you constipation smell. And when I'm leaving the bathroom, they will position the police to stand next to me like they're going to smell my butt. Because I have hemorrhoids. I've been diagnosed with hemorrhoids, and sometimes hemorrhoids doesn't allow you to fully evacuate your bowel movement, so you have like a lingering odor. Even I still have diarrhea, but sometimes the hemorrhoids prevent me from fully eliminating. So the person trying to smell my butt, trying to make me look like a